Well, the sun has set over Hadikatul Mehdi and night has begun here. As you can probably see also from the lens and also from my clothes, that it is still raining and people are making their way out of Hadikatul Mehdi. However, the work doesn't stop when the day is over. There's a special workforce that comes into play, the night shift workers. And they make sure that every day, the next day, is as smooth as the day before. So that means restocking, repiling, all of the supplies that are needed, and also making sure that the thousands of Ahmadis and the guests of the Promised Messiah ﷺ who have made it to Hadikatul Mehdi that day get out safely onto the road and safely to their homes. We're going to speak to one of the Nazmeen of Gate 1. That's the first gate where the guests of the Promised Messiah ﷺ come in. As you know, there are different sections of parking, and this is the gate 1. Nadeem Beg is with me here, standing here. Assalamu alaikum, and jazakallah for your time. Nadeem Sahab, how many people are in your team, first of all?
Assalamu alaikum. So of course I'm Nazim traffic for gate 1 here, and this is a 24-hour duty that's going to be running for a couple of days. In my team, I have around about 55 khudam. So we have 2 shifts, one day shift starting 8:30 in the morning and finishing around about 10:30, and that's covering around about 45 boys.
Right.
And then we have the night shift running from 10:30 in the evening, and then of course we replace him in the morning at 8 a.m.
So how long does it take for the cars to leave Hadikatul Mehdi?
So we were clocking the cars, so we were pushing around about 80 cars per minute and a half. And but of course we have a few thousand cars today, and also looking at the weather.
Yeah.
But mashallah, I think we're breaking some new records in terms of how many cars we're getting out, considering the weather. So yeah, I think we're going to finish quite soon, inshallah.
MashaAllah. And you're taking care of the boys at night as well, I hope?
Oh yes, indeed. We're keeping them stocked up.
All right, great. Jazakumullah. And how long do you think, or what are some of the new things that are introduced? Because I don't think I've seen that light before.
The light's been here before, so we are working with the Team AA, helping us with the coordination, how to get the cars out. But I think the main thing is that this new team, young lads, they're willing to learn and they're doing amazing work here today.
Definitely. Nadeem Sahab, Jazakumullah. All right, we're going to move on and go to the next department. Let's see what they have in stock. So the first day of the Jalsa Salana UK this year has come to an end, and people are making their way to the country market where there's additional parking provided for the members of the Jamaat and for the guests of the Promised Messiah ﷺ. There's coaches that are taking the members to that country market, which is roughly probably a mile or 2 away from here. With me is Zafir. Zafir has been here since this morning. Assalamu alaikum, Zafir.
Wa alaikum salam.
Jazakallah for your time. So tell us, how many buses have you seen leave so far to the country market?
Well, we've seen a lot of buses leaving. I have an estimated stuff around 30 to 40 that I've seen just after the Isha's Namaz.
How long do you think you will be staying here till?
Well, I've been here since around 5:30, and probably roughly about an hour or so that I'll be here until everybody's gone.
Jazakallah, Zafir. And but about the guests of the Promised Messiah ﷺ.
I've got to say one thing that I've seen this year. People are behaving so nasty. I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure it's just the dua that Hazur's made for the Jalsa. And people are really people are actually trying to help us out as well by staying calm and not, getting rude and stuff, cooperating with us, which is obviously really appreciated as well. And I hope Allah's going to give them their reward for it as well.
Jazakallah, Zafir. Thank you very much. All right, so we've come not way too far from the last place we went to where the traffic was being coordinated. This is the pot washing area, as you can see behind me. And this whole area right here is buzzing. You have the langar khana, you have the roti plant, you have the store. So we're going to go to some other departments in just a bit. But as you can see, there are hundreds of pots right behind me that need to be washed tonight. And that is being done as we speak. So you can see the khuddam pulling out the pots, getting into that area, washing them, and cleaning them. And there's also a machine right here, as you can see, maybe. And then they have to be ready for tomorrow so that they can be used again in the Langan Khana, which is right next door. So we're gonna move on to the other departments and leave them alone because they have a long shift ahead and it's almost midnight. And as you can see, that whole pile still needs to be washed. At this late hour, you would expect that everybody would be asleep. All of the cars would be making their way to... Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
I just spotted a van. It says hygiene on it, and it has this nice siren light. What are you doing up so late?
Oh, we're a 24-hour service and we run all night. So we provide service to the Promised Messiah's guests and we make sure everything's stocked up and ready for Tahajjud. And we run all the way through the night and obviously the daytime.
So is it just you two?
Oh, no. We have a very strong team, we're about 45 of us. And we cover the whole of Haqiqat al-Mahdi.
They're not in the back. They're not in the back, are they?
No, not at all.
Well, I wouldn't keep you any longer. Jazakallah for stopping.
Thank you very much.
Have a good night. So I realized after traveling through Hadiqat al-Mahdi, there's a lot of people still awake, working throughout the night to make sure that the next day runs and goes by smoothly. And well, they need to top up their energy levels. So that's why you have this marquee, 24 hours for the workers. They can come here anytime and get something to eat. And we're going to speak to some of the volunteers who are spending the whole night here actually to serve the guests and of course the workers of this Jalsa Salana. Assalamu alaikum.
How you doing, Rob?
How are you?
I'm well.
So what's on the menu tonight?
Today we have rice, dal and aloo gosht.
All right. How many workers do come here on average every night?
Every night, roughly more than 300 will turn up.
So I'll have some dal. You guys want some dal as well? All right, so we've ended up in the MTA complex. This is the offline area, and I've seen some brothers working here still late at night. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
So where are you from? Tell me, what are you doing?
We are MTA Studio France. We are from France.
All right. So what's happening right now?
We're doing some editing for our offline piece, which is supposed to be broadcast tomorrow. We're doing the editing of what we shot today.
Okay.
We're doing the editing so that it can be broadcast tomorrow.
All right. Jazakumullah. Thank you. And how long are you going to be here till?
We don't know yet. Yeah.
All right.
Hopefully soon.
So it is already quite late. Jazakallah. Thank you very much. Quite late, and this happens with all of the teams, not just MTA France, but also from all of other teams that work on their offline pieces. Just as this piece that you're watching right now is probably going to be edited in just a few minutes, so that the viewers at home can have a overall view of what happens at night here in Hadiqat al-Mahdi.